Welcome to the Sacred Wild, my friends. We are starting our journey on the path of freedom today. We are going to be exploring what freedom means to us, looks like to us, feels to us. We gather here in the Sacred Wild to practice together as a community as we walk down these different paths. And so what that looks like is we start off with movement. And it's our practice of embodying our medicine or our message. And with us walking through this path of freedom, I love it because feel free to express yourself in any way, shape, or form, right? Allow freedom to move you and allow yourself to move from a space of freedom. And remember that stillness is movement also. And so what that looks like is after we do the introduction, I will be playing 2 different songs from our Freedom Way of Being playlist. And you can keep your video on, turn your video off, do whatever feels alive and aligned for you to just allow the energy to move and flow, to allow ourselves to be open and present, just drop into our bodies. After that, we step into our core practice of prayer. And that's our conversation with spirit on our side. It is how we open up the pathway and that door to communication with the infinite, or as we so lovingly call the infinite in the Sacred Wild, Gus, God, universe, spirit, Gus. And so I will offer a prayer that comes through me, and then I'll leave space open at the end of that for you to offer anything that's living in your heart, wanting to be expressed. And that can be either expressed with words or expressed internally. The energy gets offered all the same. After that, now that we've cultivated some energy within us, we're going to step into our next core practice of meditation, which is being with the infinite. And so I will set a timer for 10 minutes, allowing us to just be with the infinite in whatever way feels alive and aligned. If screaming, laughing, singing, having a full-on conversation is your way of being with spirit in this moment, I just ask that you put yourself on mute so those who want to be with spirit in silence can. After that, we're going to move into a combination of our last 3 core practices, and that's going to be expression, our message or our medicine to the world. It's going to be contemplation, which is listening to the divine. And then it's going to be witnessing. Witnessing is allowing ourselves to be seen and experienced as we embody our message, and allowing ourselves to see and experience others as they embody theirs. And what this looks like is I'll offer whatever comes through me in regard to the exploration of freedom. And then we open us up to a roundtable discussion, meaning the floor is open for everybody to offer their thoughts on the information that was just given, or what freedom means to you, what it looks like to you, anything that's alive for you to share and express within this roundtable. It allows us all to put our experiences and perceptions on that table. We pick up what feels good, we leave what doesn't, and we end up walking away with a more expansive perception and understanding of what freedom is. And so here differences are celebrated and loved and honored. It allows us to expand and to grow and to deepen our understanding of ourselves, each other, and this life that we're living. And so, drum roll, please. So we're going to go into our movement practice. And that movement practice is going to be with 2 different songs from our Freedom Way of Being playlist. The first song is called Free, by Fields and Summer Love. And this song, it just feels so flowy and juicy. And it's like the path, this journey towards freedom. This like, just let me be free. And then we have Free at Last by Roman, Nayo, Sam Garrett, and Jesse Sheehan. And this is just a really fun, like, yes, I'm free. I am free at last. And so it's just a really fun and joyful expression of freedom to me. So kind of balancing it out. So everybody have fun in movement of your own choosing. And I will see you on the other side, and I will meet you in prayer.
Thank you. On matter and mind, no longer left with the blind. I found that everything I needed was to look inside, past the fast speed pace of this human race, in the place where love lays, embrace its grace. And now I wanna feel the sun on my face as I praise the Most High, feel more than a life. So free yourself from the chains of material ways and give love. And don't worry about tomorrow. Think about the sorrow you feel when you forget it. Just a body that you borrowed. Got to wake up, cause the dream won't last. Nothing ever happens in the future or past. Stick a vow to come back to the now. The fire is burning, life unfolding. Keep on holding on, brother, stay strong. Sister, don't cry, keep your head high. Cause I said I hope. I was lost but now I'm whole. I was blind but now I see. I was captive now I'm free. Hallelujah. I said I hope. I was lost but now I'm whole. I was blind but now I see. I was captive now I'm free. I'm free and less. Free and less. Well, I am free. No longer wrapped in belief. I took a peek behind the veil and I was sighing relief. For I can see when my eyes close, like close. When you got love, everything flows. So don't identify yourself with the voice in your head. You fight beyond the limitations that are driving you mad. You gotta realize the self, open up the door and let go. Oh, don't worry about tomorrow. Think about the sorrow you feel when you forget it. It's the body that you borrowed. Come to wake up, cause the dream won't last. Nothing ever happens in the future or past. Take your vows to come back to the now. The fire is burning, life unfolding. Keep on holding on, brother, stay strong. Sister, don't cry, keep your head high. Cause I said I hope. I was lost but now I'm whole. I was blind but now I see. I was captive, now I'm free. Hallelujah. I said I hope. I was lost but now I'm whole. I was blind but now I see. I was captive, now I'm free. I'm free and less. Free and less. And I am free and less. I am free. Oh, free and less. I am free and less. I am free. No longer left with the blind. I found that everything I needed was to look inside, past the fast speed pace of this human race, in the place where love lays, embrace its grace. And now, who says you need to worry away? Who says you need to worry at all? Yeah. Who says you need to worry away? Who says you need to worry at all? Who says you need to worry away? Who says you need to worry at all?
Gotta love you some Sam Garrett.
I love that. The place where love lays embraces grace, right?
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. And sister came in here and we had a dance party together. She was like, I don't know what I was doing, but this is better than that. And she's just like dancing. Perfect. It was fun. Thank you for dancing with us, sister. Oh. Dance stool. We have a house stool that just randomly moves throughout the house, like in hallways and doorways. It's great. So we bring ourselves back into this sanctuary, this space of safety and freedom that we are co-creating here. And we're stepping into our practice of prayer. This practice of opening a conversation with the infinite, which can simultaneously feel completely enormous of a task and also so pointless because the infinite knows all. And we are just putting beautiful words to a beautiful experience that the infinite is, as are we. And we are free to do that. We are free. I was lost, but now I'm home. I was blind, but now I see. We offer this prayer, these words, this energy, this intention, this attention to freedom, the freedom that we are aware of, the freedom that is lost in the shadows, pushed to the side, unclaimed, for the freedom that we get to experience, and the freedom that others don't have the privilege of experiencing. Freedom is one of those energies that is light and heavy all at the same time. Freedom is one of those energies, one of those experiences that we will never fully embody until every single last being embodies. And so on this path of freedom, we are all walking each other home, hand in hand. There is nobody farther along this path than another. There is nobody dragging us behind. There is no right way or wrong way. There is what is alive and aligned and what is not. In this prayer, we ask that our eyes be open, that our perception be expanded to encompass different forms of freedom that we have yet to understand. We come onto this path of freedom as humble students with open hearts, open minds, allowing ourselves to walk on this path in the essence of the not knowing, so we may receive. So we may see in ways that our eyes haven't seen before, so we may hear the words that may have always been spoken to us, but hear a different message this time. We ask that our hearts are open to receive the energy, the blessings, the beauty, the abundance that lives on this path of freedom. We've already walked through the path of preparation and the path of safety. We have our foundation. And this is that last layer of our foundation, of the initiation of intention, walking with purpose. The path of freedom. We don't know what it holds. It gets to hold whatever we want it to. For this great spirit. For this freedom, for the unknown, for the mystery, for us being so free that we get to be caged if we so please. And we are so free we get to resist that idea in and of itself. For that level of freedom, we offer our gratitude. I will leave the space open. Please feel free to offer your own prayer, whether internally or externally. The energy is experienced and offered all the same. We thank you for this life. We thank you for this love. And we thank you for this beauty. For that and so much more. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. We simmer in this energy that we've cultivated in our bodies and our hearts. We're going to drift into our practice of meditation, being with the infinite. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to be with the infinite. Allow yourself to be guided. I will bring us back after 10 minutes, so just allow yourselves to flow freely, my friends. As you continue breathing, allowing yourself to fully savor and take in the essence of freedom, of being with spirit, you allow yourself to bring yourself into this sanctuary, maybe feeling your toes and your fingers, perhaps feeling your feet and your hands and moving them slightly. You can feel your torso, your legs and your arms, perhaps swaying back and forth a little bit. You can feel your face and your cheeks and possibly your lips going into a smile, maybe. And in your own divine timing, at your own authentic pace, feel free to open your eyes and come back to this sacred space. Mm. Welcome back, my friend. Mm. Go into this next portion of our time together. And I'm going to chat a little bit, just allow my channel to open and allow whatever's meant to flow through to flow through. And then I'm going to open it up to the round table. And I just like to be fully transparent that up until the point we get to the round table, that recording is all going to be put on YouTube. After the roundtable, that recording is just going to be put on the community for us to witness. So just so everybody knows where the recordings are going to be shared, our roundtable conversation is private to the Sacred Wild community. So that doesn't get shared publicly. Also, I love that this coffee cup is like as big as my face. It's great. It doesn't have coffee in it. So freedom. You know, I was sitting in meditation right now and was just like, this is what freedom is. Because as I'm sitting there meditating, sisters walking by and I say, I love you more. And then we get into this argument about who loves each other more. And I told her that she can't talk to me because I'm meditating. So I win. And that's a form of meditation. When in the back in, you know, even just like a year ago, I would have been beating myself up because I'm supposed to be meditating and meditating looks one way. And that can't be meditating because I'm talking and laughing. And so, and then just laughing and smiling and sitting in meditation. The first part of the meditation, it was spirit speaking to me in the form of the step stool that keeps traveling around the house. And so then I just smiled because I was like, yep, God is the step stool too. And so towards the end of the meditation, I was just like, this is what freedom is to me. And freedom gets to be different to everybody. I mean, we're free, right? But in those moments where things don't have to look one certain way, it's beautiful. And then there's other moments. You know, towards the end of my workday today, I was experiencing some super fucking intense energy and I didn't know where to maneuver it, how to how to walk through that. And so there were a lot of different options. You know, I could have made some really poor decisions from that intense energy, which I've been known to do before. I could have, another option was going and stopping on the way home and picking up a pack of cigarettes so that way I can smoke the energy away and just depress it, because smoking cigarettes does that. It just depresses the intense energy and, you know, and then depresses me, and then it goes into the spiral. So that just didn't feel like a very good option either. And, you know, I was going to also come home and just do a couple rounds on my punching bag because that just releases the energy amazingly. But then as I'm walking out to my car, I remembered that for some reason today, I took my daughter's car to work. And my daughter's car is very fun to drive. And that is another way of expressing energy is just give me a car with power and an open road, and I am happy as a clam. And so I had a lot of fun driving home today. And it wasn't the fact that I found a way to express the energy in a semi-safe way, but it was the fact that I wasn't judging myself about it that made me feel free. Um, Even the part about sharing that with you here, because as I was sitting in meditation, my mind was very busy today while I was meditating. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling guided to share that story. And then I was like, do I want to share that because I feel guided to, or do I want to share that because I want to be seen? Look at Jen driving a super fast car, driving super fast. And I don't have an answer to that. But I did feel guided to share it. And perhaps I feel guided to share it because I want to be seen. But that's another expression of freedom, right? Because in the past, again, I would have not even had a second thought and just shared it, and would have shared it in a way that was like, no, fucking look at me, look at me, look at how badass I am. Seriously. And then fast forward a couple of years, and then I would not have shared it because I would not want anybody to see me at all. No, because wanting to be seen was bad and wrong. And then fast forward another couple of years, and I still wouldn't have shared it, not because I didn't want to be seen, but because I didn't know what the right option was. It's like, well, do I share it because I want to be seen? Do I not share it because I don't want to be seen? Like, is it okay to be seen? Is it not okay to be seen? I don't, and so I would have been like deer in headlights and just frozen, not really knowing what to share. So just not. And then now I'm here. And I think the other piece of freedom is being able to love each version of me the same. There is not one version of me that is better or worse, bigger or smaller, righter or wronger. I don't even know if those words, than the other. And I would love to say that that's how I am all the time, but I'm not. I mean, hell, if you would have just asked me, like, I'm looking at my non-watch, if you would have asked me like an hour ago, I would have been like, fuck no. That version of me was so worse than the version of me now, or vice versa, or whatever. I would have had all sorts of judgment because the energy was flowing crazy. But in this moment, each and every one of them are just as beautiful. And so, freedom. There is no describing what freedom is. And I don't even think that there's any describing what freedom isn't. But I think we know it when we experience it. And I think that it shifts and change and that it shows up in infinite ways. And I think that is part of the purpose of life, is simply to experience, not necessarily to understand or define or see how many words or how few words we can put to the description of this thing. And freedom tells us that we can if we want to, but it's not required, nor is it mandatory. But we are free to do so if we so please, as we are with everything, whether we see it or not. And I think with that, I am complete. And I would love to open this up to our roundtable and hear your thoughts on things, on what freedom means to you or what that experience is. And I, yes, am very excited to just hear and listen and witness.